The crucifixion of Jesus Christ is symbolic for a total solar eclipse. Welcome back to 5D Mystery School. Let's get into it. Now, I know this is the first time you've heard this. I've never heard anybody say this before, but let me explain. There have been some historians who have figured that a total solar eclipse was happening during the crucifixion of Jesus. However, if you've been following 5D Mystery School for a while, you know that I don't believe there was a being named Jesus Christ. Jesus is symbolic for the Son, God's Son. The crucifixion darkness is an event described in the Synoptic Gospels in which the sky becomes dark in the daytime during the crucifixion of Jesus for roughly 3 hours. Most ancient and medieval Christian writers treated this as a miracle and believed it to be one of the few episodes from the New Testament which were confirmed by non-Christian sources. Modern scholars have found no contemporary references to it outside the New Testament. The text of the Gospel of Matthew reads, "From noon on, darkness came over the whole land, or earth, until 3 in the afternoon." The author includes dramatic details following the death of Jesus, including an earthquake and the raising of the dead, which were also common motifs in Jewish apocalyptic literature. At the moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from the top to bottom, the earth shook and the rocks were split. The tombs were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. The Gospel of Mark concurs with the timing of events, stating that on Preparation Day, the eve of the Sabbath, Jesus was crucified at the 6th hour, or around noon, and darkness fell over all the land, or all the world. It adds, immediately after the death of Jesus, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. It appears that Luke may have originally explained the event as a miraculous solar eclipse. The majority of manuscripts of the Gospel of Luke have the Greek phrase "eskothi ho helios," the sun was darkened, but the earliest manuscripts say "tau helio eklippantos," the sun's light faded, or the sun was in eclipse. And yet, nailed upon the cross, he exhibited many notable signs by which his death was distinguished from all others. At his own free will, he, with the word dismissed from him, his spirit anticipating the executioner's work. In the same hour, the light of the day was withdrawn, when the sun at the very time was in meridian blaze. Those who were not aware that this had been predicted about Christ, no doubt, thought it was an eclipse. You yourselves have the account of the world potent still in your archives. Luke chapter 23, verse 44. "And it was about the 6th hour, and there was a darkness over all the earth until the 9th hour. 45. And the sun was darkened, and the veil of the temple was rent in the midst. And when Jesus had cried with a loud voice, he said, 'Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit.' And having said thus, he gave up the ghost. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, 'Surely he was the Son of God,'" like the sun on my face right now. Now, this is a infamous line that most Christians know, all right? my God, why have you forsaken me?" Eclipse, right? The etymology of eclipse, an abandonment, literally a failing or forsaking. Hello? So if you take the root, the etymology of eclipse, it means forsaken. This is why Jesus cried out, "Why have you forsaken me?" signifying an eclipse. So what they're doing with this upcoming eclipse is that they are recreating the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. All right? Jesus was crucified after the Passover. The sun passed over the equator March the 20th, 2024. There were two rebels crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. On the day of the total solar eclipse, you're going to have Mercury and Venus to the right and to the left of the sun and the moon. You'll also have Chiron there. Now, to really recreate the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, aka the sun, an earthquake would accompany this eclipse. Jupiter will be at the 18th degree in Taurus on the day of the eclipse. If I were you, I'd brace myself for a major earthquake. Now, of course, after the eclipse, we move into the season of Taurus, and the symbol of Taurus is the crescent moon over the sun, meaning Taurus happened after the eclipse. And this is why, after Jesus proclaimed, "Why have you forsaken me?" he said, "Many bulls encompass me," talking about Taurus. If you like this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like, share, and follow so you can help the algorithm get my videos out there and get me out of shadow ban land. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Peace.
Insane asylums are full of people who take the Bible literally. They become raving maniacs. Nothing in the Bible is to be taken literally. It's a book of parables and fables. Good heavens, you're told in your New Testament, except by parable spake he not unto them.